Hi everyone, welcome back to the weekly reading for the astrology for this week and a pick a card reading. Just before I talk about anything, I just want you to have a look at the cards so you can think to yourself what you're drawn to, or have a look at what you're drawn to. First one is Malachite, okay? That is a Malachite Stone. If you're drawn to that, that's number one. The second one is a beautiful little piece of rose quartz. And the third one is Opalite. And the fourth one is Merlinite. And the two decks that I'm using today are, the tarot deck here is by Lisa Parker. It's I think it's called the Tarot Familiars deck, which has like all different animals in it, which is really interesting. I haven't used that for a long time actually. And the other deck is underneath is an oracle deck, which is the Angel Answers Oracle. So Malachite, Rose Quartz, Opalite, or Merlinite. Okay, so another quick thing just before I get into the astrology for this week, guys. I'm going to put a link below to a special reading that I'm offering for 2020. So if you want to have a look at what's coming up for you for 2020, I have a 30-minute pre-recorded video reading just like this, but obviously personalized to you and focused on 2020. I use a combination of your astrology, your numerology, even your Chinese astrology, and look at the tarot cards, and also use my psychic abilities and intuition to tell you what's coming up for you, some general messages, and also I'll give some specific messages based on timing for you as well. And we look at for the 4 quarters of the year. So yeah, and I have offered this in the past, and I actually wasn't going to offer it this year, but one of my clients was asking me for it, and then I thought, okay, so I did put it up there, and it's available now, and it will be available until probably, I'll keep it there, I'd say until the end of January, because I've had people in the past want a year ahead reading up till the end of January, even early February. Now, if you do order this one this week, you'll get it back in around approximately 7 to 14 business days, closer to the 14, because I'm just flat out with orders. And Christmas for everyone is such a busy time of year, especially if you have your own business. Also, I am making jewelry as well, and if you'd like, I always wear my bracelets, gems. If you like gemstone bracelets, if you're looking for, you know, a gift for someone, I mean, it's a bit late for Christmas, or if you want it for yourself, I do have, I'm going to put the link below as well to my other online store on Etsy, which is where you can purchase the one-of-a-kind handmade gemstone bracelets. They're stretch bracelets, so I tend to make them for a small to medium-sized wrist. If you have specific requirements, you can message me with that, but it depends where you are in the world. But yeah, if you're in the US, it will take you at least 3 weeks to receive it, because the post can be a bit slow from Australia to the US. But anyway, let's talk about the astrology for this week. So this is the last week of Sagittarius season, where the sun will be in Sag for all of this week, but then next week the sun goes into Capricorn. So happy birthday, Capricorn people out there. Though Mercury will still be in Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks. Sorry, I've just got to sip my water. It's pretty warm here in Sydney today. All right, so yeah, Sagittarius, the Mercury, the planet of communication, is still in Sagittarius for another 2 weeks. So, yeah, that's, Mercury, as I said last week, it's not the best placement for Sag, but it can sort of lead to sometimes impulsive or indulgent behaviors in some aspect. Or on a positive side, you could be planning travel, because that can be the positive side of Mercury in Sag, is that you might be thinking holiday time, I need to have a break, I need to get away. I know I'm feeling I definitely need a break. And actually, that's the other thing I forgot to mention, is that I will close my shop, guys, around Christmas, just before Christmas, like the 24th of December, it will be closed for at least 4 or 5 days, okay? Just so you know, but then I'll reopen after that. Okay, and so yeah, planning of holidays, maybe feeling a little bit mentally scattered, like not really wanting to focus too much on work, because Sagittarius likes freedom, and with Mercury being in Sag, it's like mental freedom, psychological freedom, wanting the space to just mentally relax. And maybe for a lot of people this week, it's really hard to focus on work because you're just already in holiday mode, or you wish it was holiday time, or maybe you are on holidays if you're lucky. Thursday to Saturday, Mars in Scorpio makes a sextile to Saturn in Capricorn. And so that's a stabilizing influence for Mars, which is well placed in Scorpio. This is a good time to focus on your physical actions and moving forward with your physical actions, like planning for the future, thinking of ways you can progress yourself in your life, whether it's to do with finances or ambitions. Those signs and those placements relate to those, and organizing things to do with the physical aspects of your reality. Okay. Also, Mars from Thursday to Sunday is sextile with Pluto, so that's also very strong energy. So this week there is a lot of energy around being able to use your physical energy in the correct way. And even though mentally we may be feeling scattered, if we choose to focus this week, especially from Thursday to Saturday, we can actually achieve quite a bit this week. But we have to sort of focus and use our free will to really focus and knuckle down. And, you know, it can be good for fitness. It can be good for goals and planning of goals for the future, practical aspects of life, as I said, finances and career, work-related ambitions. Also this week, Venus changes signs. So Venus moves from Capricorn, where, you know, she's not that great in Capricorn, into Aquarius. So that's on Saturday this week. So what we'll see a shift from is maybe been feeling maybe a little bit despondent in regards to relationships, or a little bit sort of over it in some regard, but then moving out of Capricorn where it's a bit heavy, especially because we've got Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, which has been creating a heaviness in relationships and finances for a lot of people. Going into Aquarius will bring an energy of upliftment to Venus, so it can be more associated with social activity, because Venus in Aquarius is about groups, friendship, connecting, sometimes pulling energy back and just spending time enjoying alone time as well. It can be, because Aquarius is a very independent energy, tends to enjoy its own company, you know, and so, but it is very much group focused. So you can find in the next coming weeks that you're more likely, especially it coincides with the end of the year where people are socializing more, are potentially around groups of people more. It can emphasize that connecting with others, connecting with groups, whether it's a group in family or friends, or group, you know, social connections from work, you know, Christmas parties. There's that energy of getting together with people in groups, and a lot of communication as well. Friday to Saturday, the last thing I was going to mention is Mercury in Sagittarius squares with Neptune. So this can cause a little bit of mental confusion or mental fatigue, difficulty focusing, but I mean, it's coming to the weekend there, so, and getting closer to Christmas Day. So people are really going to start probably feeling Friday, Saturday this week just like they want downtime, like they're like, oh, I'm so overworking, I'm so over-focusing, I just want to relax and, you know, think and dream about beautiful things that I want to do that are, you know, enjoyable, that are maybe to do with travel, or, you know, the mind just wants to sort of be a bit more free-flowing and not really have to knuckle down. So those are the energies for this week, and let's have a look at the cards. So if you picked the Malachite Stone, which was the first one, these are your cards. 10 of Pentacles and Don't Stop. Wow, really interesting combination here. I like this. So this is to do with security, family, your sense of security that comes from your money that you have, you know, your abundance, your stability that you have in your life. And, you know, this could be for some people that have been feeling a bit overwhelmed, that they're just trying to sort of save money, or maybe you've got things coming up with family as well, because the 10 of Pentacles can be to do with family. But it's a good card. It's a card of stability and coming together with people that support you. And don't stop is really a message about, you know, don't give up before the miracles happen. Don't give up before the abundance really starts to accumulate. Don't give up before, you know, you achieve something that you really want to achieve. It can also be about achievement of long-term goals, and it can also, for some people, be about commitment and having a deeper sort of sense of fulfillment through family, or through commitment, or through the stability of your life. So the Don't Stop message from the Angel Oracle there is really just a reminder to you, if you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling a bit worn out, or things have been a struggle, that you're actually on your way to stabilizing things for your future. So even though you may feel tired, do rest, but don't give up, is the main message there. Pretty straightforward, I feel. All right. Also, I'm getting something else just as I put the cards away, is if you've been trying to organise something, this might be for 1 or 2 people, if you've been trying to organise something to do with the family thing, you might feel a bit overwhelmed with it, or like you've bitten off more than you can chew, so to speak, but it's saying, you know, it'll work out, not to worry too much, okay? So this is for the rose quartz people. So you guys have the Queen of Wands, and interesting, ask for help from others, okay? So the Queen of Wands usually represents a fiery female energy, so it can be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, but it doesn't have to be, but that's often the energy. Someone who's very determined, ambitious, creative, who sometimes can be someone that has her own business or is in charge of her life in a very strong way. She's someone that, you know, is quite go-getting, quite energetic, and you know, uses a lot of her energy for practical things, you know. She kind of is not, she's not a procrastinator. She's not someone that sort of sits back and is like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm not sure, you know. It's not that energy. This is someone that's very go-getting. And it could be, if you don't, just say if you're watching this and you happen, just say you are female and you feel like, well, I don't feel like that right now. Well, that's, I wish I was more like that, you know. Maybe it's saying to you that you can be more like that, but you do have to ask for help from others or ask for advice from others. Get their input, but not just listen to it, but actually put it into practical action, because that's what this card is about practical action, okay? So that's one message. I'm just going to see what else comes through. Okay, I'm getting another message for this. If you're someone that has been very busy lately and very, like, just overwhelmed with a lot going on, and a lot of people are in that situation at the moment, it is asking you to not feel that you have to do everything yourself, that it's okay to ask for help from others, whether it's at work or at home or both. You know, everybody needs help now and then. You can't put everything on yourself to get everything done. And there is a bit of a control factor I'm getting here, like you feel like, oh, well, I just know that I'm going to do it better than others, and that's not in a mean way. It's just that you're someone that knows how to take control of practical things. So there may be a reluctance to ask for help in some way or in some aspect. So it's encouraging you to ask for help from others. Now, I am also getting, this may simply be for someone, this may be just about advice that you need to get about something that's practical to your life. It could be about your business. It could be about work, career options, speaking to a boss or someone higher up who has advice for you, or speaking to a work colleague or a friend that can help you with a situation, to clarify a situation for you. To see what else I'm getting with this, because I feel like there's more messages here. It's interesting because the Queen of Wands, as I said, is someone who's very go-getting, but this cat here is very still, interestingly, which is kind of contrary to the message of the Queen of Wands normally. So I feel like what I'm getting from this is this cat sort of has a bit of a tired energy, as I said before. So it's like a feeling like, you know, I've been doing so much, I'm just quite tired and overwhelmed, and, you know, and over it, you know. So it's like, okay, you've done so much lately. You do need to ask someone to support you. And if it's someone that you live with, you might just be asking them to help you wash the dishes more often, or make the bed, or, you know, something like that. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Yeah, for some people this is to do with relationship, and it's about having, you know, leaning on a friend perhaps for advice, or speaking to people about your situation in love matters or in relationship matters. There's another aspect of that, that's what I'm getting. Normally the Queen of Wands is more to do with practical ambition related, but that's, I'm also picking that up. Alright, so that's all I'm getting there. I'm just going to move on. So this is for Opalite. If you believe, and the 7 of Swords. Oh, interesting, strange combination. Let me just see what I'm getting with this. Okay, I am getting something quite strongly and surprising with this. First of all, I'm getting something to do with, this could be just for one person or 1 or 2 people. There is some kind of fear of speaking up about how you really feel about something, and something's being hidden here on a psychological level, and also on a sort of real life level as well. And it's like you may be holding back in communication because you fear, you know, being misunderstood, or you fear that the other person that you need to speak to won't understand you. There's something here about communicating more clearly, being more honest. It's not necessarily about being really blunt. It's just about picking a moment to be just a little bit more clear in your communication of what you're thinking. And I just heard seizing the moment. So there might be a situation where it's about the right timing as well for some reason. I just keep feeling like someone's holding things very much close to their chest and keeping things under wraps, but it's okay to be a little bit more open. It might not even be that you say anything specifically. It's about being more open to things rather than feeling you have to hide yourself or your thoughts or your feelings completely. There's a sense of just being more open and going with the flow. And there's something here about not trusting enough, because it says if you believe, and the Seven of Swords often is a card of kind of a sneaky energy or an energy of hiding things. So there's some kind of self-doubt or some kind of doubt that's leading you to feel like you don't trust a situation. But there is an issue related to trust here that's important for you to let go a little bit more and go with the flow of situations. Pretty sort of straightforward messages this week. I'm going to see if I'm getting anything else, but I don't know if there's anything else with this. Just keep getting something about someone's holding things back, or, you know, holding information back when it needs to be a bit more expressed or a bit more open or a bit more in the flow. Just heard being open-minded about something, okay? So that's the other thing. And it could be from anything from a relationship to a work situation or anything, but it's very mental energy here with the swords. So there's a lot of thinking around this, okay? That was the Opalite. Let's go to the last one, which is the Merlinite, which was this one. And you guys have the Six of Wands within the next few weeks. Very specific. I like that. Okay. So the Six of Wands, that's a very good card. It's a card of a positive outcome. So if you've been wondering about something or worrying about something or hoping for something, this is saying that within the next few weeks, approximately, something is going to come to fruition. That's very clear with the Six of Wands, which is a card about success, okay? And also it is a card about not giving up, because it's saying that what you really want, what you've been hoping for or pushing for or wishing for, is actually in the process of manifesting. There's energy behind the scenes going on with this that you're not aware of, and the Six of Wands is just saying to you that, you know, don't give up on whatever this is, because there is going to be a positive outcome. So something is coming your way, whether it's a success in business, you know, work, career, extra money that you need, or, you know, something else. Could even be relationship related. It could be anything, but it is saying that there is something that is coming to fruition for you in the next few weeks, which is great. It's a very clear message there. Wow, I like that a lot. Alright guys, so those are the messages for this week. Thank you for watching, and as I said, if you'd like a personal reading with me, go to the links below to my online store. As I said, the turnaround time is minimum 7 to 16 or 17 business days at the moment, as I said, just because I'm very busy. There are urgent turnaround readings or fast turnaround readings if you'd like one of those, but yeah, I'm pretty booked up, but I'm still taking orders at the moment, and as I said, my store will close end of the year, around Christmas time, for about 5 days or so. Thanks guys, have a great week. Bye.